Hey guys, welcome back to Life on Greenwood. I'm going live today, and this is going to be another thrift haul from Goodwill. So if you're interested in that, please stick around because I do thrift hauls all the time, and I do home decor, upcycles, and I do thrifting for Poshmark. So today I'm just bringing a small thrift haul from Goodwill. So I thought some of my people might be interested in seeing what I have. So if you are, then by all means tune in. So I'll give it a few minutes before I start, but I was so excited today about going on. I'm kind of like in an upbeat mood because I was listening to some Earth, Wind, and Fire today before I came on. So I'm like so pumped up for today's haul. I was listening to some Boogie Wonderland by Earth, Wind, and Fire. If you remember that, raise your hand. Anyway, I'm doing a small haul today that I got from Goodwill. So I'll give it one more second and then I'm going to start. But this is really funny because I was also going to make this a paint and sip, which I do a lot of times. I do a lot of paint and sips of painting things that I've picked up from my thrifting. And sometimes I come on here and I bring it to you guys with me actually painting those things. But today, I mean, I'm like so behind in my painting. I'm so behind. I had gotten started with a few things, but I just couldn't bring them on here today. I just have so many things that I need that are thrifted that I need to paint. Hi out there. I have so many things that I need to finish painting. So many things. There was a couple of things that I picked up last week that I started painting. Excuse me, I'm just going to reach over. That I started painting, but I am just not anywhere near where I want to be. Hi, Leah. I'm so behind in painting things, and I just cannot get everything done. But so this was going to be a paint and sip, but it's not. It's going to be all about the thrifted stuff that I just picked up. But I just thought I'd mention that some of the stuff that I started painting is just I'm so behind in some of it. I know. Leah says she got a few projects started too. And you like the blue and white? Sandra says she likes the blue and white that's behind me. You know that's all thrifted, right? You remember that clock I just thrifted, this clock? What, a couple weeks ago or last week I think I got the clock. So she's up and running. She doesn't have a glass on it, but she's up and running now. I washed them all down. So she's got put a battery in her and everything's working. Everything's working here now with the clock. This thing, I got that last week. I think I showed you guys I got that last week for $10. These were old, the candlesticks were old thrifted finds that I got from Goodwill, maybe 2 years ago or so. I just never brought them out. But I just changed up the stuff right here and put a few things out. But this little cutie is working now. The second hand and everything. When I bought this, I didn't think it was working. There was a battery in it, but it wasn't really going that great. But helped me put a battery in it today for me, and it's going great. So, but yeah, I was going to make this a paint and sip, but I am so behind in my painting. So I started a couple of things. I started working with this. If you remember, this had a little rooster on it. This was a thrift find I got from Goodwill a while ago. This had a rooster, like this French country rooster on it. And I started painting this. I started priming it, and it's like, it was all slipping up seeping under the blue painter's tape there. So I gotta decide how I'm gonna clean this up. I like the handles and everything the way they are. I don't know. Yeah, I want to keep the top. With this natural color. But in here, I definitely want to do something in here. So I have to clean this up. This was just some paint with primer in here that I was using because I had run out of my regular chalk paint. So I started doing this, and that washboard. I started painting that too. That's not finished. It just needs to be finished. That's all. It just needs to be finished. And that rocking chair, I started the rocking chair and I painted, put a couple of coats on it. I started painting that in the garage and ran out of spray paint. Then I brought it upstairs and tried to paint it with some primer and stuff. I have to finish that. Hopefully it'll be okay. It's a cute little rocker, but I want to do something with it that that I can dress it up for Christmas. I have some things from Dollar Tree, some wreaths and stuff that I want to work with it, but we'll see what happens. Let's start with clothes. I am like so behind. The mirrors, I started priming the mirror, not priming the mirrors, but one of the big white mirror, I put tape around it. What is my favorite paintbrush to paint with? I have one that's great that I got from Target. It's a round brush that I got from Target. I think I paid about $11 for that brush, and I used it. It was over there where the chalk paint was in Target, and that's what I used it for. It kind of reminds me of that, I'm drawing a blank with regards to the chalk paint, but it's a round brush that I really, really like, and I used it for chalk painting. And I've used it for other things other than chalk painting as well, because it really gets into things. I would let you see what it looks like now, but it's in the fridge from another project. So that's where it is now. But man, I've used brushes from the Dollar Tree too. I was using brushes for the Dollar Tree for this washboard and tray. I use Dollar Tree brushes too. So it runs the gamut. It runs the gamut. But I started taping off that white mirror to paint, and at least it's taped up, and I just need to paint that. But I have so many projects that I need to paint, and I have to knuckle down and just do it. I really just have to knuckle down and do it. It's crazy. But I was like in a really good mood today. I was going to tape this first rather than coming on it as a live. What do you prefer, the live? I love seeing YouTubers live. I'm really into watching live broadcasts now. Tell me what do you prefer? Live thrift hauls or the taped videos of YouTube thrift hauls? Let me know. Let me know in the comments what you prefer. But I was like really, really into a groove today, listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire when I came on. So I was really all pumped up. I was so pumped up listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire. And if I didn't think it was a copyright, I would Lee says she likes live. Yeah, I love live. I like live videos. But I was so pumped up listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire today. I'm telling you, if I didn't think it was a copyright, I would play some. I was in the bathroom and I had my iPad on. I was listening to some Earth, Wind, and Fire and Boogie Wonderland. I'm telling you, before this is over, I may play some Boogie Wonderland. I think you can play I think you can play up to a certain amount of somebody's song without getting a copyright infringement. So I don't know, but I don't know if I should take a chance. Yeah, life is great, isn't it? All right, so it's the first thing that I got was this blouse. This blouse is called Vintage Havana, and I thought it was so cute. I thought it was really, really cute. Look at the lace at the bottom. Isn't that cute? So that's the first blouse I got. But let me tell you why I was thrifting. I went thrifting on Thursday, not Wednesday. I went thrifting on Thursday because I had a doctor's appointment, and this is a new doctor since I moved up to Connecticut to find new doctors. And she was running behind, so she told me to go. I was talking about going to Goodwill before I came in there, and she said, well, go to Goodwill, go shopping for a little while, and then come back. So she forced me to go shopping. Isn't it cute? Hey there, Chanel. So my doctor forced me to go shopping at Goodwill. So I got that. The second thing I got, Yeah, I went shopping to Goodwill, and I was telling hubby that I said, listen, I'm in Goodwill. Doctor told me I need to go to Goodwill, go shopping. He texted me back, yeah, right. No, I was under doctor's orders to go to Goodwill to go shopping. So this, I don't know if you can see this, but it's kind of like, it's got this little velvet feel to it here. It's got a little velvet feel to it. And I don't know, I was drawn to this. I Googled it. I think I'm going to put this on Poshmark. CB established 1962. I think she's going on Poshmark too. And these were just $3.99. Hey, Robin. I'm just going over a couple of tops. I was just, my doctor was running behind, so she sent me to Goodwill to go shopping. So I was under doctor's orders to go shopping. This was not me. It was not me, but I think this is cute. It's got like a little velour, velvety feeling to it, and a little bit of a sheerness right here. Yeah, my score, Poshmark. That blouse, guys, you know, Robin says, good doctor. That blouse I got last week that I was showing you guys that I sold for $121 on Poshmark. I cannot believe that blouse sold for $121. I probably could have got more for it, but I was like so excited about it, and I may have showed my hand when I sold it. But here it was. I'm showing you guys that blouse, and I said to you that the blouse is cute. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep that one. I think I'm gonna wear some long earrings with it. And when I washed it, I said, let me just look this up and see what this blouse is going for. And I went online. No, I was not familiar with that brand. I was not familiar with that brand at all. Yeah, I just happened to Google it before I hung it in the closet. And I said, well, let me just look at this blouse again and see, what it's going for, if at all. And then when I saw them all over the place for $200-$300, I couldn't believe it. I just could not believe my eyes. I said, what? How can that be? How can that be? And no sooner did I put that blouse on Poshmark, I listed it for $150 because it was used, right? It was used, and I had seen them on Poshmark for, $100, $200, and I saw the exact same one that I had. I think was listed for $100 on Poshmark or something. And I said, I don't want to push it, so I listed it for $150. And then I got an offer, and I just sold it for $121, and I paid $3.99 for it. So, I just said, just let me just take this now, and let's just be happy with it. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was running into hubby. He was like, when I first saw it, I ran into hubby. He's like, I can't believe this blouse is like going for a couple $100. Can you believe this? And then I listed it. No sooner did I list that blouse, boom, this lady came on. She'll probably sell it for more than I sold it to her for. She'll probably resell it, right? Because I think that's what goes on. But I couldn't believe it. I was just showing you guys that blouse, and I wasn't aware that, what it was going for. Like sometimes when I'm in the store, the brand is called Spell and the Gypsy. Spell and the Gypsy is what it's called. So if you see it, if you're out at the thrift store and you see it, by all means grab it. If it's $10, take it anyway. And if you can resell it, who knows what you can get for it? Who knows? I know. You know what, Chandra? I worked in a corporate setting for up until 2018, and I was used to just wearing suits and things like that. And I knew the brands that I wore that I liked for work. I wore a lot of Jones New York, Ralph Lauren, and some Talbot, sometimes. But I really like Jones New York. I just like clean lines for my suits and jackets and things like that. But so I didn't really have like a lot of play clothes or anything. Like this blouse, I thrifted this blouse last week. You guys remember this one? I just showed you guys this blouse last week. and I was gonna, it's a mud blouse, and I was gonna put it on Poshmark, but they really aren't going for much. But so I decided to keep this and I'm not. But I mean, I've always been a thrifter, but I've always thrifted clothes just to wear, not to resell. It's only since February or March that I started getting into this resale thing, and I don't really do it heavily. I people say I'm a part-time Poshmark seller. I'm a part-time reseller. I don't know if I'm considering myself a part-time reseller because I don't really feel like I do it a lot. But maybe I'm part-time. But I don't really do it a lot. But I've only recently gotten into reselling this stuff because I've picked up things over the years when I've been thrifting. But I'm thrifting for myself. I was thrifting for myself, clothing and home decor and stuff like that. I never really thrifted to resell, but now I have a different mindset now when I'm in the store. I am looking at things that I could possibly resell, so everything looks different to me now, and so I'm just considering that, and I love it. I love it. I do have to get back to the bins though. I haven't been since that first trip, and I've encouraged other people to go. I just haven't been back there, but I need to. All right, this is another blouse that I picked up. This is a Uniqlo blouse, and it's just a cotton long sleeve tee. Just a cotton long sleeve tee, which I was thinking about keeping for myself. Hey, thank you, Virginia. So Leah asks, how many items do you start with for a Poshmark closet? Hey, is that Stephanie out there? Hi, Stephanie. You can start your Poshmark closet with one item. Just set up your account, take something from your closet, take a picture of it, and put it out there. You don't need a lot of stuff to start a Poshmark closet. So this blouse, as I said, is Uniqlo, and I think this is 100% cotton. But you don't need a lot of items for a closet, for a Poshmark closet. It's just I think this is 100% cotton. There might be some nylon in this because it has a little bit of a stretch to it. No, you don't need a lot of items. Hey V, good to see you, girl. Good to see you. I'm just going over some items that I found on at Goodwill, and just talking about that blouse that I sold for $121 last week. I'm still can't get over that. And let me tell you, the lady, she got the blouse yesterday, and she gave me 5 stars, which is the best you can get on Poshmark. And I get 5 stars from everybody. I think I've only got one time where I got 4 stars, and that was from a guy who I sent him a Ralph Lauren shirt, and he just gave me 4 stars. I did have somebody return something though, because she saw a hole in it that I missed. And as I said, I always try to be really upfront about things, but she returned it and no problem though. But the lady got the blouse, $4 I paid for it, $3.99, sold it for $121. And after all is said and done, I get like $95, I think that showed up in my account, already in my account. So I'm happy for it. V, if you haven't seen it, this is the blouse that I picked up earlier. This blouse. This Uniqlo blouse, white cotton, which I think I'm going to put on Poshmark. I don't know. I also like it for myself, so we'll see. And this blouse. I looked this blouse up, and these are, I think these are going for this vintage Havana. You guys can Google that while I'm on the phone, while I'm on with you, but these were going for much more than $3.99. The last piece of clothing that I picked up was, and I was picking this up for myself. This was, I think the color of the week was green. So that Uniqlo blouse, I think, was half price, but I think that was like $2. And this Fila jacket, which I was kind of like getting for myself. I know I like the one with the lace at the bottom too. It's very, very feminine. I like this Fila jacket. And this was $2 too. With the Fila sign on it in the back. It's just $2. I think I kind of like this for myself. It zips up, but I don't know if I'll give this away or not. I mean, put on Poshmark or not. So we'll see about that. And on the home decor, they said the color of the week was green. So I got this teapot. And it says $4, but the color of the week was green, so this was $2. And I like these for as a vase, to put flowers in there. Yeah, I would wear that Fila to work out in too. I like this. This is huge. Can you see how big this is? Because this is my hand. And this is a teapot. And not only did I get one, I got two. So they were both. So I don't know. I like them as there were no tops to them though. No lids to these at all. So I kind of think maybe people were using them as for decor, like as a vase or something. Or is it a planter, maybe? Because neither one of them had a lid. They're very thick and very heavy. And under the bottom, hi Bella. It says Antique Reflections, made in China. So, I don't know. What would you use them for? What would you use these teapots for? I say a planter, right? Plants, flowers, big flowers, centerpieces. Oh yeah, like as a centerpiece, right? You could use these for centerpieces. You could use these, yeah, as a vase. You could use these both as a vase on your table. A nice tablescape. V is great with tablescapes. V does great tablescapes. So this could be, yeah. These could be for tablescapes as on both ends of the table with flowers in them or some kind of greenery or something. But for two, at first I was thinking I'll get them, but you can't go wrong with white decor. You cannot go wrong with white decor. It goes with everything. It goes with everything. So, yeah, exactly. I see that. Some wood utensils in the kitchen. Yep. Yep, I could see that. I kept looking at them and I said, something, yeah. These are good for as a vessel for different things. Definitely as a vessel for different things. So we got two of those. They were $2 a piece, so I couldn't turn those down. And the last thing I got was this. And this vase. And this one was $4. Goodwill, I'm telling you, this really should have been about $3. Goodwill is, I don't know, right? Hi, thanks, Stephanie. I think it's beautiful. I just want I want a serious bargain when I go to Goodwill. I want everything. I guess I seriously want everything to be $1. So Robin says maybe this for a plant or some kind of decor. Yeah. Was definitely used. I don't know. Thanks, Bella. But this, I like it. Doesn't have any markings under the bottom, but I think that's a bird. think that's a bird. I like it. Again, $4. I really think I personally would like to pay $2 for these kinds of things. I want to pay $2 for everything. You know, I paid $10 for that big one last week at Goodwill, but I want to pay $2 for everything. But you know, what are you gonna do, right? You're right. If it's over $5, I'll pass. That's what she says. What Leah says. If it's over $5, I'll pass. I know. It's a thrift store, right? It's a thrift store. You're jealous of this vase or the one from last week? Chandra says she's jealous of the blue and white vase. You mean this one? This is the one from last week that I paid $10 for. Y'all guys, you know V has a lot of, oh, she says both. I want a serious discount when I go to Goodwill. Serious discount when I go there. I don't want to pay $10 for a vase like this because I'm thinking, hi there, Audra. This is Audrey who's on. Audrey's on from Noble Strength, and Audrey does great hauls. Audrey, again, you missed the clothing. You missed the clothing. I paid $10 for this at Goodwill, and I'm sure I could probably get that from Ross on any given day for maybe $12.99, maybe. I don't know. You guys tell me. I have some similar pieces downstairs in my living room that match that pattern that I got from Home. Where did I get it from? Home. Hobby Lobby. Yes. V has a ton. Designs by V has a ton of blue and white. Really nice, big, substantial pieces of blue and white. And I absolutely just love her stuff. V, you got to show us some more of your blue and white. You got to do some kind of a haul or something. Lee says, if I go to a thrift store and they have prices like antiques, I let them have it. Me too. Because I'm looking for a bargain. I don't want to cheat a store out of it. Yeah, it is similar to my blue and white plates. Thanks. I don't want to cheat a store out of anything. And Goodwill stuff is for a worthy cause. So I remember that. But I don't want to pay retail prices when I go in there. This Goodwill had just gotten a lot of stuff from Target a couple days before. So they had a whole bunch of stuff there from Target that had just been marked down just a little bit. Yeah, I need to find a flea market. I need to find an indoor flea market because it's a little cold up here in Connecticut right now. So I need to find an indoor flea market. So that's what I'm going to look for. But I don't want to. I'm just thrifting for things that I need right now. No. Well, V says, when I said I don't want to cheat the thrift store, V says you can't cheat them if they got it for free. I know, V, I know. I just feel like it's for a worthy cause, right? And I want to pay them what they're due. But I don't want to, yeah, V is hilarious. I don't want to cheat them out of anything, but they're like marking stuff up, especially the clothing. Oh my God, the clothes they mark up. Thank you. Bella likes this blouse. Bella, I thrifted this blouse last week, and this was one that was going to go on Poshmark that I decided to keep. And I'm glad I didn't decide to keep that other blouse that I sold for $121. Okay, here's for Audrey who just got on late. It was a Fila jacket. It was this blouse. And this is all for the benefit of Audrey, guys. This Uniqlo white t-shirt. And this. Hey, V, you haven't been live in a while. I know I like this, Audrey. Thank you. That white shirt is really pretty. I love the lace. And this shirt, which is kind of like a velvety kind of thing. And I'm putting these on Poshmark, Audrey, just so you know. Because my style is a little different. I like a lot of clean lines and stuff, but so these aren't these blouses are not my style, except maybe this white blouse is. So they'll go on Poshmark. The Fila jacket I'm probably going to keep. What's my Poshmark, Audrey asked? My Poshmark is Karen 1310. I'm going to start putting that in the bottom of my description in case anybody wants to go over it. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, guys. And I'm so behind, as I was telling everybody, I'm so behind with my painting. Everything. I have like so much stuff that needs to be painted. I'm just behind. The rocking chair. Let me just look at that really fast. My rocking chair, I started painting it, but it's got like one little coat on it right now. I know it's not looking good. It almost looked good when it was in that brown state, right? It looked better when it was in that brown state. But I'm not finished with it. I'm not finished with it yet, guys. I just put like a coat on it. You saw an item in Salvation Army for $900? What, something like this? Oh, you're talking to V. Oh, she's talking to V. She saw something in the Salvation Army for $900. Well, you know what? The thrift stores are selling things sometimes like with retail prices. So, you know, they have to make money because it's all for a worthy cause. I know they have those things that are behind the glass, you know, designer stuff that's behind the glass that they have to sell, and I'm sure they sell that for a pretty penny. I just never really look over there. I just go in there for certain things that I like, and then I leave. I'm not there to buy any antiques or anything like that. So, so what was that was $900 though that you saw, Chandra? Whatever it was, I know I wouldn't be buying it. I would not be buying it. But some people do. Some people buy that. It was a vintage bedroom set, she says, from 1890. Well, you know, some people are looking for that. You know, if you go on to watch some of these shows on HGTV, the people who are renovating homes back to where they used to be back in the day. Some people, if you watched, what's Rehab Addict, Nicole likes things that are back, you know, she likes to rehab things that look like they did when they first were originated. So she's always out looking for stuff that she needs to put inside of her homes that are original, like those tubs, claw-footed tubs and things like that. So I'm sure she's paying a decent amount of money for like a claw-footed tub, and she's going out to try to find and salvage it and bring it in. I'm sure Nicole is paying for that, and she's looking for like old original chandeliers and stuff to put inside of her home. This is Rehab Addict. I don't know how many of you watch Rehab Addict, but Nicole is you know, renovating things and putting old stuff back into those homes, and I'm sure she's paying for that. I'm sure she's paying for it. Like even Joanna from you know, Chip and Joanna from Magnolia, whatever the call, what is the call the show? I can't even think of the name. Why is it escaping me? When she was renovating homes, she would be looking at antique stores, looking at things, antique stores or scrap stores or whatever they call them, secondhand stores, looking for things to put inside of her homes that she was renovating, and the stuff would be a pretty penny as well. So I don't know. I would rather buy from a $900. I don't know. It depends on your taste. You know, it depends on your taste. Some people like buying that kind of stuff. It probably was that $900 bedroom set from 1890 was probably valued at more than $900. If it was an antique, it's an antique from 1890. Probably was valued at more than $900, but Salvation Army was taking $900 for it. People will buy it. There's a market for it. There's certainly a market for that. People who are rehabbing homes, old homes that just want old furniture, old original stuff that's heavy, that heavy furniture from back in the day that was so well made, not the stuff like today. People are looking for that, put in their homes. People like that. You like that? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it was really heavy wood. Um, it was heavy wood and everything. It's well made. It's very heavy, and some folks like that. Again, if you watch those shows on TV, um, Rehab Addict, she's putting old stuff in her in those homes, old original things in her home. Joanna's always looking for some kind of antiques. I've never considered taking any of my stuff to Antiques Roadshow. I don't think I have anything that warrants going to Antiques Roadshow. Um, I'd be surprised if I found something that I have that was worth anything. I don't think I have anything. What do I have? This little rocking chair that I've since painted, so it can't be worth much now. that what is that? That washboard that I've since painted can't be worth much now. They aren't worth much now that I've painted them. So I've never considered taking anything to Antiques Roadshow. I don't really have anything that I think is worthy of. Now I know who might have some stuff that might go on Antique. V Designs by V. V, if you're still out there, V has some really heavy Victorian looking things that she's found, that she's thrifted. So if I put this a Raggedy Ann doll in it, yeah, maybe. Or maybe a Santa Claus, a little Santa or something in it. I don't know. I'm gonna do something with this. But yeah, V might have some stuff that she can take to Antiques Roadshow because she's picked up some really, really heavy things. Yeah. V, and that, right, V, you have some stuff. You have some really, really heavy things that might be worth some things. If you guys could go over to her channel and check out some of her older videos where she shows some of those things that she's picked up that are really, really, really big, heavy things. She might have something that's worth going on Antiques Roadshow with. But I don't really think I have anything here. Nothing that I picked up lately. Let's just say that. None of this stuff. Not any of this thrift stuff is worth Antiques Roadshow. I know that. And I haven't picked up like any paintings or anything, so nothing that I can think of. But anyway, thanks for the suggestion, Audrey. But yeah, go over to Designs by V. Go over to her channel and check out that heavy stuff that she's picked up, and some of that might be worth going on to Antiques Roadshow with. V, you need to do that. Follow the crowd and go to Antiques Roadshow. But anyway, that is all I have. I hope everybody's doing great because, as I said, I was up listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire before I came on, and it got me in such a mood. Audrey asked, when did I begin thrifting? I've been thrifting since I was a child. Thank you. Not thrifted. This is not thrifted, by the way. I've been thrifting since I was a little girl because my mother used to take me thrifting. And so I was thrifting since I was a little girl. And it's been in me. There were times when I had slowed down with the thrifting, but got back into it. So I've been thrifting for things since I was a little girl. When my first apartment, I picked up stuff from the thrift store for my first apartment. And even after that, and when I first got my first home, I thrifted my dining room set and a bedroom set and all my son's bedroom set. I thrifted that as well. So I've been thrifting all my life, but that's, what can I say? It's a way of life. Thank you, Audrey. She says I have a good eye for quality items. Thank you. But anyway, I have been thrifting, and I had slowed down for a while, but went occasionally picked up things. But it was it's really kind of therapeutic because I could do it on weekends. So to me, thrifting is really kind of therapeutic. It kind of keeps me grounded, and it's really, really. She says, when I tell people my house is thrifted, they can't believe it. I know folks just don't know. I think folks think when you thrift that like you can't do any better because that's why you're thrifting. But they just don't know all the quality things that they can find. And I think once they experience it, it'll be hard for them to buy retail ever again. Once you start thrifting, it'll be hard for you to buy retail ever again. You will always think before you buy retail, you will always think twice about, I probably can thrift that. So it does spoil you for retail. It really does spoil you for retail. Yes, it really does spoil you for retail. But I've been on here for 40 minutes. Bella says amen. I've been on here for 40 minutes, and this is supposed to be a small thrift haul. Because I'm like so in such a good place right now because I was listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire. I tell you guys I was listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire when I started this live, and I'm like, Earth, Wind, and Fire has really put me in a groove. And if I would love to play some for you, but I'm afraid I'll get a copyright strike. So I'm listening to Boogie Wonderland, and I can only play a little bit of it. So I hope you can hear it. This is it. That's it. That's as much as I'm playing a Boogie Wonderland. I gotta go. I gotta go before YouTube gives me a copyright strike. My promise to you. Oh, yes. Listen, I was listening to Lover's Holiday. Yes. I was listening before I got on, guys. That's what I was listening to. Oh my God. I am just like, oh, my promise to you. Yes. You know what, Audrey? I heard that on the radio. And if this is the song I'm thinking about, I heard that on the radio and I said, that can't be. I'm going to go back and listen to that though. But I can't play any more of Earth, Wind, and Fire because I think I'll get a copyright strike, right? So I got to stop. I'm going to encourage everybody out there to go back and listen to Devotion, the original one, not the live one. But, blessed are the children, right? Oh my God. I was listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire and I was really, really like in such a good place today before I came on. So I'm getting off. Hey everybody. Yeah, turn it off. I turned it off. Thank you, Audrey. I gotta get off my Earth, Wind, and Fire. That was like, how many seconds was that? Like 5 seconds? That's it. That's all I could do with Earth, Wind, and Fire before it becomes a copyright strike. Anyway, I talked over it. I gotta go. I've had such a good time with you guys. Thank you so much. Enjoy your Sunday evening wherever you are. And happy thrifting. I'll see you next time. Bye.